good evening. This is your Captain Raven speaking, and we finally make our return to the casting of Frank Stone, with some interesting and possibly regrettable decisions further down the line, but you'll just have to wait and see what that's all about. Of course, before we begin, be sure to grab hydration. This is a very long video, much like the others, so we don't want you getting thirsty halfway through. Without further ado, welcome to the station crew. Enjoy your stay. Chapter 4, These Walls Have Eyes.
Well, now this is a real bold statement kind of room, you know what I mean? New Augustine got cash, but not like this kind of cash.
Sounds like you didn't scout your mark as well as you thought.
In business, we don't call them marks.
Hustling is a racket, not a business.
I wouldn't underestimate my scouting skills, if I were you. A lot rattling around up here that could be mutually beneficial.
Oh god, it's Stan. I know. I think I literally named one of my videos. I'm not the only one that hates Stan, right? So I don't think he's actually gonna have any information on Augustine because he was shocked that she had this much money. So we're gonna ask him what he knows about the murder mill.
Why don't you tell me how you know so much about Murder Mill?
I'm a big fan. It's your first credit.
Cut the shit, man.
Okay. You want to know the truth? When I first heard about it, I didn't believe it was real. But the more I looked into it, the more breadcrumbs I found, and the further I followed the trail, the more fascinated I became. Not just in the film, in the legend. Whether you meant to or not, you created a monster with this movie. Even if it isn't really cursed, the fact that everyone believes it is makes it real.
Believing in something doesn't make it real.
Well, that's why I had to find out for myself. Took me a couple years, but when the opportunity came for me to actually acquire a genuine piece of it, I jumped at the chance.
And just how did you acquire it, exactly?
Hey, just catching up. So, what have you guys found?
Not much. But the night's young.
Not as young as you think. Let's keep looking around.
Two seconds, sorry. I had to disable R2-D2 before he decided to ruin the recording. Alright. Goodness. Like I said, sorry about that. Okay. So, unfortunately, we didn't get the information.
I love your outfit, by the way.
Well, thanks. It's Italian. Well, the shoes are Italian. And the belt. I got it cheap from a guy. He's got a guy who's got a pants guy, so I got these pants from his guy's guy, had them tailored just right by the other guy I know, who also got me the blazer, which is like a super limited VIP club edition.
You're such a
But you want to know a
scumbag.
secret?
Sure.
Found the turtleneck in a secondhand shop.
Scandalous.
Right? Don't tell anyone.
Oh, you can be sure of that.
There's no way he started that sentence with a, "It's Italian." I hate you so much. I think that Maddie is kind of ditzy, but I don't think that she means any harm. She's just kind of really clumsy. Stan, on the other hand, I still don't like Stan. Oh, press? Oh.
Huh. Now that was a curious sound.
I can't read what that is. Who is this? Archibald Macmillan. Ah, Macmillan Estate! I think that's the same guy. Okay, we're not gonna go over there just yet. Because I would imagine that is, like, where we need to go, if I had to guess. What is this? Pig tree? What's going on here? It's just a normal looking tree. Yep, excuse me, Stan. Sorry. Just invade his personal space. Should we go ahead and go in there? Or oh.
Yes. Let's check out the other floors. Good thinking.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
Before all this goes any further, I need to know how both of you got your pieces of the film.
Well, it's no secret, really. After my mom died a few months ago, I found it when I was going through her stuff.
Maddie, what was your mom's name?
Both, or...
Was it Bonnie Rivera?
Yeah, it... How did you know that?
You look just like her.
Did you know my mom?
A long time ago. A whole other lifetime. Her younger brother, Jaime, was one of my closest friends.
Uncle Jaime. I never met him.
I hadn't heard that Bonnie had passed.
Yeah, it was pretty sudden.
Wow. Maddie, it's quite sad. Very touching.
Don't fist don't fist bump your chest like that. Like oh yes, respect. But wow, I didn't like, okay, so you're telling me that punk rocker chick grew into a very modest adult woman and had a child? I don't believe it. Honestly, me too. But I'm really upset if this now does not let us go into that room. I will go back. I swear to God. I think that we should comfort her. She seems really sad about it, and she's having nightmares, so I definitely don't think it apparently was just a phase. I hate it. I don't think that she's quite over it, so as much as I want to harass Stan, I think we should be nice to her. She could come in handy.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. It's never easy to lose someone you love.
Thanks. Lucky for me, it wasn't my first rodeo.
Bonnie. I wish I'd stayed in touch with her.
Weren't you wondering where both of our film strips came from?
You scumbag.
I don't suppose you'd like to enlighten me.
Of course.
And?
Well, I can't just tell you for free, can I? This kind of information is very valuable.
What's your price?
You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
What? I genuinely hate you so much, Stan. This seems sus.
Looks like practically every room in the house. But where's our host?
I'm assuming in the one that doesn't have signal. But Lord only knows which room that is. Um, vent override, stabilizer, regulator. What is that for? Spatial suspension required. Transformance requires continuous flow. A horror something horo. I can't tell what that is. Interest in temporal machinery. Alright, well I guess we'll join the others. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat, if we have the option to let Stan die, I might. I wanted everybody to live, but god, he's making it really hard. Also, I love that window. I want stained glass windows. Oh my god, is that the artist? I think that's the artist. That middle picture? There's no way it's not her.
Cool statue.
It's Billy!
Missing
Billy
a piece,
boy. Oh, he is. He's missing his hammer. His little mallet. Heck
though. Wow.
yeah.
Powerful resemblance in Augustine's family. That or Augustine loves cosplay.
That is definitely the artist. Look at her. That's really good looking. The face of evil.
Sensationalist trash.
The truth.
Sam Green took down Frank Stone. I could write a better book than this.
The true story of Frank Stone, told by the man who stopped him, Sheriff Lloyd Cush. Kushik? Maybe? Lloyd Kushik doesn't like the title hero. In fall 63, Kushik was the local sheriff of Cedar Hills, a sleepy Oregon steel town. Just a regular blue-collar Joe doing his darndest to make life a little safer for the folks who put their trust in him. But Cedar Hills was hiding a silent menace. A merciless monster preying on the unsuspecting citizens Kush had sworn to protect. When the bodies started piling up and the only thing left was for an everyday hero to step up. You're a cop. What? This is the true account of how Cedar Hills' first and only serial killer was brought to justice, told firsthand by the man who dared look evil in the eye and pulled the trigger. That is trash, honestly. Ain't no way Sam was disrespected like this. Unfortunately, it seems like he was. Oh, we open it. That fateful night, I sent one of my deputies over to check in on things. Not my first choice. The Flatfoot was from out of state and a little green for my liking. Wow. But all he had to do was hold the line and report back on anything suspicious. But when Tommy called, I knew this was it. Standing before the furnace, I thought I'd step into the fiery depths of hell itself, and there was Stone standing on the platform like a twisted gargoyle, a little bundle of innocence held in his death grip. I'm not afraid to admit I was scared. I had only a moment to act before all was lost, so I drew my gun, took a deep breath, and made a silent prayer that my aim would strike true. Stone's corpse wasn't even cold before a whole bunch of out-of-towners descended on Cedar Hills, trying to grab their piece of the action. Lawyers, reporters, rubbernecks, you name it. More than a few weren't satisfied with what they found. They wanted to make a conspiracy of it. Said he must have had an accomplice to do what he did. Me? I don't buy it. Never have. That's because I know firsthand that he acted alone. Saw it with my own eyes. So to all those who claim otherwise, I say this one monster was enough for Cedar Hills. Okay, hold on. Let me... Because you can see more of the book, so let me see if I can... Okay, we are gonna reread some of this. I apologize. Let's see here. 184. Always suspected something wasn't right with the mill. I wouldn't call it a hunch, but something in my gut just told me that everything pointed there. I kept my eye on that place, checking in with the watchmen from time to time. A lovable old joker named Tom Holt, but that's not his name. But the mill had become a big hunk of junk and all sorts of hiding spots for a rat to make its nest. And old Tommy just didn't have the nose for this kind of stuff. That fateful night took one of my deputies, standing there in the furnace. Prayed that my aim would strike true. Every day since, I thanked whatever power watches over us that it did just that and stopped Stone like his namesake, never to commit another evil act. With Stone's death and the exposure of his crimes, there were a lot of questions and nobody wanted answers more than me. It soon emerged Stone had been a part of a convict work program Cedar Hill had signed up to. Well-intentioned, undoubtedly. Ill-advised, definitely. These shrinks and psychologists have a lot of grand ideas, but they also have precious little understanding of a creature like Frank Stone. They see what they want to see, hear what they want to hear, so... Also, they can cry, "He's cured, it's a miracle." We'll take it from someone who knows about these things. You can't cure evil. Some folks are born rotten, and if they're left alone, that rot will spread, infecting the foundations of everything that right-thinking people like you and me hold precious. After Cedar Hills had learned to its cost what kind of man Frank Stone was, those same bosses who'd hired him threw up their arms and said, "How could we know?" He never gave any sign. He kept to himself, a real loner. And that's the thing. Nobody knew Stone well enough to guess that he was really what he was really up to. He kept everything inside, including his darkest secrets. And then that's just the rest of the part that I already read. Sorry to backtrack like that. Look at me reading for you. Soon it's gonna be whole books we're gonna be reviewing. I think that we'll do one, you know, just to tease Briar specifically. Also, hello, Thor.
Looks like it opens with a key.
Needs a key. Oh, this is a little thing. Damn, I wasn't the sweetie? Tragic.
Augustine has a, unique collection. I've never seen anything like this stuff. I'm not getting through that.
Okay, so I guess this is the last thing for me to check out.
Whoa.
Quite a piece. Look at the metalwork.
It's beautiful.
That's it. does this do? Talk to Maddie. Yeah, I don't, and I don't have the key or anything like that, so I guess Maddie. Come here, Maddie.
Yeah? And what would you do if it was you here instead of me?
What?
No way. You'd be climbing the walls looking for a way out. Who, Stan? Psh, not in a million years. No way.
Maddie? Bro, are you good? Ma'am?
I should check on Maddie.
Yeah, she was literally...
Can't be easy meeting someone from her mom's past.
She was literally talking to herself. Also, I don't think that I missed anything down there. Yeah, I went to everything. I think I just need to talk to her. I don't think that it's something we've unlocked yet.
You sure would get a kick out of this place. And then you'd probably kick me out of this place and keep it all to yourself.
Who are you talking to?
No, I wasn't.
I could hear you.
I was talking to my mom. To Bonnie. I was in Berlin, you know, at school, when I heard she was sick. But it was my midterms, and she said I should just come home when I finished. So I did. But by then it was too late. She died while I was over the Atlantic. It all happened so fast, it doesn't feel like she's gone. So I just kind of pretend like she isn't.
She was a good talker.
Yeah, she was. Hey, look at this. This was just last summer.
Aww.
I know you said it had been a really long time, but can you tell me anything about her from when you knew her?
Gosh. Well, she was the most intimidating girl I've ever met. Even after I got to know her. She did everything she wanted to do, and nobody could stop her.
And that sounds like Mom. Any good stories?
There's something I never told anyone. It's not a good idea to... Oh, no, be nostalgic. Don't be an asshole. She's mourning the loss of her mom.
Yeah. Yeah, there is something I've been thinking about. I've never told anyone else. It was a long time ago. We were just kids, making a movie. Jaime, Chris, and me. Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind. Clear as a bell. That night, we were on our way home from picking up a new camera. We were driving past the Rivera's house. The garage door was wide open, full of light. And the craziest fucking sound you ever heard was just tearing out of there in every direction. And right in the middle of it all was Bonnie. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so completely in tune with themselves. The only thing that mattered was that moment. Nothing else. That was your mom.
Thank you.
Hey guys? Look.
What? I don't see anything.
Ah! There! Right there!
Oh my God, there's someone out there.
Oh. Augustine expected something like this. Oh, apparently we have proof of this. So that means Jaime is her uncle. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she said Uncle Jaime a little bit earlier when Linda had mentioned she started a movie with him.
I have a feeling Augustine expected something like this might happen. She's got this place wired with enough cameras she could catch a mouse.
Good security probably means we're pretty safe. Right, so do you think we should find Augustine? Give her a heads up?
Even if you wanted to tell her, good luck finding her.
She said she was going to her private reliquary. That's a place for artifacts, right?
There's artifacts all over the place.
Right. So, if you were gonna have a private place for extra special, extra valuable artifacts, maybe you'd put them behind a door like that.
You've got a point.
Can't we just knock?
I doubt anything can get through that, including sound.
Which means it might be the safest place to be, whether Augustine's in there or not.
Okay.
Why do we automatically think it's a danger? As always, it was wonderful having you here with me tonight. Before you clock out, darling, be sure to do those funny little things you humans command at the end of every video. Of course, enjoy your night. I do hope you'll see me again.